There was no Q stream yesterday either. It was so sad. Ended up in some art streams. I ended up in some art streams while I was doing some stuff. Let's do Glaze. There we go. Art streams are actually a pretty chill time. They're pretty nice. Okay. It just shocks me how people are just able to draw things so well. It's like, goddamn. It's like kind of like I wish I had a skill like that, but that takes a lot of time and dedication to be able to grow that skill. I just I don't think I could ever focus on one thing for that long. Your favorite art streamer is Hexter, the charcoal artist, I think it was. Yeah. Yeah, my sister does art too. Like she's an art teacher. Um, but I used to like drawing when I was younger. Like I would just copy like the anime stuff, like the Dragon Ball drawings and stuff. I feel like if I just pursued it, I think I do have some kind of I think there's something there that like that I can build towards. Like, people have proclivity to kind of be good at something if they just put the time in. I feel like I have a little bit of it, not too much, but maybe a little more than average. And if I just dedicate the time, I could get decent at it, maybe. But I don't know. It feels like it's pain for me. It's pain. Pain. All right, let's music is an okay level, yeah. Okay, I think that's fine. You started when you were 11? Yeah, I think I started drawing too, and I started drawing a bit when I was in middle school. Like I was just recreating like anime stuff, and that was it. I was really good at copying drawings, like copying. Like if I looked at a picture for a reference, I was really good at recreating it. You started with Pokemon. There you go. Yep. Art is extremely learnable. It is. It's just the skill. You need to just keep practicing it. I think for art, you probably just need to be really good at visualizing something, seeing the image in your head, and then being able to reproduce that image on paper. I think if you can do that really well, then you could probably be really good at drawing. Aphantasia, so you can't really see images in your head. So Dex, you're actually, in my opinion, like I feel like you're actually like you would have to work harder to be a good artist, but you became a good artist nonetheless. That's pretty wild. Like that's my opinion though. Like I don't know if that's actually true, but I think it would help a lot to be able to visualize something in your head for drawing. So how does that even work when you're drawing? Like maybe there's something there I don't even know. Welcome in pseudo by the way. We were talking about drawing. Dex has aphantasia apparently, but it's really good at drawing. I was only able to do my specialty is drawing from life. I was only able to do realism for a long. You don't have to see it to draw it. Like I can see partial images in my head. I can't see a whole image. Like, and I feel like that limits me when I'm drawing because I'm trying to use the reference in my head to draw it, but I can't see it so clearly, so I can't draw clearly. And also my hands suck. Coco has no imagination confirmed. Welcome. Thank you for stating the obvious, Captain Obvious, over here, stating the most obvious things in the world. iTerm. Not using term. iTerm. We're not using Mac. Sudo, do you find, because I know Sudo does art too. Sudo, does being able to picture, let's see how common this is. That wasn't, no, it wasn't evil. It was just truthful. Sudo, are you able to picture something in your head when you're drawing it? And if so, do you find that it helps a lot to be able to do so? If you can't as well, then my theory is just cracked. It's wrong. I understand the rules, fundamentals. I understand what I want to create and then use the techniques. And yeah, I mean, having kind of like a system for doing it too, I'm sure helps a lot. And do you think it, because you've seen stuff a lot in real life, those are kind of like, are you able to see those memories? And then, like, when you think about memories, wait, I don't really understand aphantasia. So aphantasia, like if you're remembering things that happened before, you don't see pictures for them. Like, how does that work? I don't understand. Like that one, I don't get. Deform or experience mental images in the mind's eye. Aphantasia test. Close your eyes and picture an apple in your mind. What do you see? Okay. Okay. Mine is somewhere between like, I mean, mine didn't have a stem, but I imagine some lighting on it. It was like, it's between a one point, it's like a 1.5, I would think. I didn't have as much shading. Mine was a 1.5. Hold on. Yeah. I only know I am thinking of the apple. That's wild to me. Like my mind, I can close my eyes and then just kind of like draw it out, but I lose it if I stop focusing on it. That's crazy. So Dex, you'd be a five here? Like I'm trying to understand. That's wild to me. Yeah, I didn't have this much shading. I had like some of the top on it and maybe a little bit of a side, but I didn't have like this much detail like the bottom. That's crazy. Well, I mean, your system works for you though. And I guess I kind of understand. Wait, Dex, is that why you don't draw anime? Um, because of that? Because like you can't really picture it much because it's not based off of real life experience. Because that makes sense. It was between four and a five. You can see like the shape, and that's about it. Dex draws cartoons. Yeah, but they're like realistic looking cartoons. If you've seen them, it's like they have realism in them, which means that they're kind of keeping like the general anatomy of a human body. The stream avatars do not look real to me. Well, I mean, those are a little different, all right? It's a little different. Have you seen like hold on. Have you seen the visual novel a little bit? Like some of the graphics that we have in there? Like if you look at some of Dex's best stuff, like it's based off like realism. You don't have to see stuff in your head in order to create. You just need to know the general shapes, I guess, and proportions, and then you can kind of fill in the rest as you go, probably. I would imagine. Because you're, I guess you don't need the mind's eye if you can just know the shape that you need to start with. I think the shapes are probably the hardest part. The shapes and proportions, those are, I'm not an artist, but to me, that's the hardest part when you're drawing something. Whenever I try to draw something like that, I can never get the shape and proportions right. Whenever I draw, I never imagine either. Okay, well, my theory's probably correct. Wait, where is it? The Ren'Py. Ren'Py. Oh, I'm sorry, it's supposed to be Ren'Py. Ren'Py. It's opening. It takes a few years. Wait, hold on. Can we not? Where's the I bet you can't do Corker's push. True. Yeah. Yeah. Wait, hold on. I just realized I don't have much art in here. VS Code. Let's not have that one. That's a little bit something different. Open recent. This one. Okay. NDA breach. Not really. It was a test thing, so it doesn't even matter. Um, where's the images? Scene saves. Like, look at this, man. Dex is cracked at art. The proportions look really good too. Now you know how to pen it? Yes. You know how to pen it. Exactly. All right, now this is like a rough drawing too. But it's like the proportions feel very realistic. So it's like it is cartoon while also being realism. It's like one of those, if you've ever watched Adult Swim shows, like what was it? What was the one that had that Diesel ass bodyguard, Venture Brothers, Archer style? There you go. It feels like Archer or like Venture Brothers style, which is like kind of realism cartoon, which I think is absent in a lot of visual novels. It would be a pretty cool style to go with. I think it's pretty cool. It's very Archer. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's just having realism. Okay, can you not keep zooming in? All right. If you told me as the character how to archer, I'd believe it. Oh, there you go. I've never watched Archer. I know of it though. By the way, I got State Machines working with the animation, so it's pretty cool. The State Machines just work now. It's actually working. Archer's real good. Oh yeah. There's a lot of stuff I haven't watched. The styling is uncanny. Because it feels real, but it's not. Yeah. I could feel that. State. Um, you like the humor in those adult cartoons? Well, there you go. Gamers working on the story for it. So we'll probably have some good stuff in there. He's working on the script and story. Which is essentially Archer in a nutshell. Jokes a 13-year-old would make. That's some of the best stuff though. Like somebody that refuses to grow up and they just make something usually comes out with something pretty damn good. Because like, let's be real. I mean, at least myself, I'm still a child inside. I feel like I'm never gonna grow up. And like this is it's just how it is. And if there's somebody that produces something that is very childlike in nature, but it's also adult, like it's probably gonna pull me in. It's like, God damn, this is good. I mentioned that to Q. He's like, yeah, he feels the same. He still feels like a child in there and just waiting for the day. Waiting for the day that he magically changes and turns into an adult. Only thing I have now is an adult body. Still got a childlike mind. And that's never going anywhere, I think. I could be an old man, missing all my hair, holding a cane. Well, back in my day, I thought I'd grow up, but I'm still a child in my mind today. You wake up to CNN, and then you brain rot for the rest of the day with your fidget spinners, plus whatever 3 media sources you have open available at any time. It's like at least 3 media sources, at least 3. You got to pupate. The hell's pupate? That sounds like something a worm would do. I don't even know what it would be. It just sounds like something a worm would do. I'll let you know that most fidget community members are over 35, probably. And like 5-year-old inside. I think my daughter is still not old enough to enjoy like what a fidget spinner is. Most of the purchases are like 40 and shit because I don't think anybody earlier on would really get into that kind of stuff because they're too busy. Maybe like doing other shit and they haven't discovered that they need this in their life yet. They could cocoon and metamorphize into an adult. Is that what pupate means? Because that's exactly what I was thinking. I think that is what it means. Holy shit. Are you saying I'm a potato because I am one? Yeah, obviously. Did I hint otherwise? I think that was the implication. Okay, we have a walk state. Let's rename this player walk state. Idle player idle state. There we go. There we go. There we go. Now we just need a bit of a let's make a new state, yeah? We're gonna make a new state now. You guys ready? You excited? You excited? Can't be as excited as me right now. We're gonna have an interact state. Interact. Player. Oh wait, no. Let's just have interact state.gd. Interact. Whoops. Interact state. Okay. Class name. You get a little bit of a class name in here. This one's going to be player state. Hello. Oops. Oh wait, what am I doing? Last name. Player inter. I thought I put caps. Interact state. Player state. There we go. Now we're good. Let me see if I can find any art that isn't of a real person. Most of my life drawings are of actual people, and some of them are nude, and I don't know if they want their face or bodies out there. Dex is spicy artist. Yes. Like, hell yeah. You are a child that tunes in to watch a dumply talking, interacting with me like Dora. Comprende? Comprende? Now let's say 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hihihi. We doing Spanish lessons now? You guys want to learn how to count in Korean? We could do Dora the Korean Explorer. She wouldn't be Dora anymore. She'd be Tora. All right? Her name would change. Just the spelling is the same, but the pronunciation is way different. And Tora in Korean is also isn't I feel like Tora is like almost Toraemon is like saying crazy, crazy guy. I'm fluent in it since it's been okay, fluent is a bit of an overreach. I would like to say I can kind of speak I can kind of understand a little bit, but my Korean is way better than my Spanish. My Korean is it's like it's leagues ahead of my Spanish. Actually leagues ahead. Leagues. So enter, print, entered, and interact, print, exit, interact. Okay, update. I don't think there's anything that needs to be called an update here. Should this actually be a state? I feel like it should be. Oh, yes, actually, there should be a state. Too bad Twitch is banned. For real, I hate this. Like, I wish that it could just be normal. They don't throttle my shit. They don't lower my stream resolution. They actually allow me to have dynamic scaling. They allow me to watch clips. They allow me to buy bits and subs. No, you must use a VPN for all of it. I don't get ads though. I don't get ads. Surely Naver has something. They have Korea has Africa. It's called Africa TV. Africa TV. This is what they have. It's not even popping up. What the hell? What's soup? Okay, I guess it's a different streaming platform, I guess. You guys want to get a taste of a Korean streamer? You want to see what a Korean streamer is like? Look at that. We're playing League of Legends. What do you guys want to see? League of Legends or a shooty game or whatever this is. Default light mode. I know, right? Didn't Africa TV have a LOL team? They might have. Let's do that. Oh, they're playing Silk Song. All right, let's take a look. Like We have a VTuber. She said no. She cussed. Why did you eat me? I feel like I just skipped a bunch of stuff. Okay. But that's like a League of Legends. Imagine League of Legends. Look at that. It's been a while. It's been a while, man. This is the Korean play right here. If you ever watch the backward Fs, yeah, those are the K sounds. I never thought of them as backward F though. That's a funny way to look at it. Okay. Not good at farming. Not good at farming. Missing everything. That hurts so much. That can't be. Yeah. Anyway. All right. Anyway, that's those are the Korean streamers. That's where they are at, I guess, on that site. I never heard of that site before, but I mean, to stream to those sites, essentially, you have to give them your Korean social security number, which is kind of wild. It's kind of wild. So I mean, I have an ID in Korea, like a visa, but I feel like that's too much. You can give you guys instead. Yes, yeah. It's owned by Africa. There you go. See, what would be other? It would be Africa.tv, right? Africa.tv? Is it .kr? Like, I'm so confused. I can't see Africa as a site. What's the number of the ID then? More than one. It changed its name to Scoop. That's what it feels like happened because like it looked like what Africa TV looked like, and I can't find Africa TV anymore, so they just named it to Soup. Yeah, there you go. Soup. I was about to say, wait, what's Scoop? Because I think it was Soup. Yeah. Soup. Having more than one ID is legal. I have more than one number in my ID. You misunderstand me, sir. You misunderstand me. Enter uppercut. Yeah. Okay, so I got to think of what's going to happen here. Global signal bus. I would have to think of like what happens here. We can just like I'm gonna pass for now. Pass. So we'll figure this out as we go, but this is gonna be like an interact state where the player can't walk. The only thing they can do is just interact, so go through dialogue. But first I need something to make dialogue with, I guess. So let's go to player state. And we have an interact script. I think I can take this out of here. I feel like I need to take this out of here. Try interact. If collision shape. Signal interacted with. I think I need to Okay. When are we gonna know the story of the game? That's a good question. I have a story kind of written out already, and I kind of like the story. There's a lot that's gonna have to be expanded on it, but I mean, I guess you guys can offer some. You guys can offer some kind of input, maybe, to be like, hey, that's kind of dumb. Maybe you should do this instead. All right. I wrote like a very rough story. You guys want to read it? You guys want to read it? Okay. Give me a second. Let me get it ready. Where did I share it? I have this in a different Discord, or I posted the story. Let me pull it up real quick. Okay. Jesus. Okay. Let me hold on. I'm gonna pull this over real quick. I'm just gonna open a new tab and I will boom, 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 plug that in. What the hell is this? Oh. Oh, we don't need that. The hell? Okay. How do you scroll up in NeoVim? Ah, screw it. I'm just gonna do like I'm just gonna do 100 escape. Okay. So here we go. Here we go. You can't give the spoilers though. True. Okay. Let me do a slightly redacted version of it. Let me do a slightly redacted version. I think keeping some secrets in the story is kind of important. Then again, the spoilers might be okay to just say anyway, because like I feel like that can help us flesh out a really good game if everyone just kind of knew everything. Hold on. Can this not be like this? Like what the hell? Okay. Okay. Boom, boom. Let me just redact a few things. Boom. We're gonna do this line like okay. Here we go. So how do I zoom in? I don't know how to zoom in. You don't even know what the setting is. So let me just start off with this. Do you know the command to make stuff bigger in NeoVim? Make font bigger? Or this might be a terminal thing. Hold on, it's Control Plus. No, Control Plus not working. All right, let's do Control Shift P, font, increase font size. Control Plus. It's not working though. Okay, Control equals is doing it for whatever reason. Okay. Okay. Gameplay. So the kind of setting and theme of this game will be like it'll play a lot like Mori, where things happen in the real world, and there will be dream sequences with metaphors that be connected to the player. I do not have caps lock on, but yes. Combat, I'm not entirely sure I want to do it yet, but probably something the way Earthbound did fight. It was pretty unique, and there's a lot of space for flexibility there. So I think that's what we'd go with. Okay. So I'm going to do this paragraph by paragraph. Well, I'll do that first. I'm not going to delete it. Game begins with a girl and her friend hanging out at home watching TV. News comes up with an alert that somebody has gone missing. This somebody's a recent acquaintance of the girl who had been hanging out with her the other night. The two of them hit the sack, get some sleep for the night, and then let me just make sure that this is okay. I wrote this like in 20 minutes, maybe the entire story. So it's going to be super, super rough. This is the intro to Persona 4. Good. I've never played it. The girl dreams of that time she hung out with the acquaintance the other night, and it begins to turn into a nightmare in which she and the acquaintance are confronted by a monster. They end up running through the woods nearby, and this acquaintance tears a piece of their clothing on a branch, and ends up having to fight the monster with whatever they can find in the woods. They take down the monster, but the friend is injured, and she runs to get help, but as she runs, she wakes up, and it's now morning. This is Persona 4. I've never played it. No way. I've never played it. So I can guarantee that it won't be Persona 4. But I've never played Persona 4, so it's kind of funny that's okay. So here we go. Next part. I am curious now. In shock by this dream, the girl decides to investigate the woods with her childhood friend and finds this torn piece of clothing in the same spot she remembered from her dream. She finds this weird because this whole monster incident never really happened. It only happened in a dream. She does further investigation and blah, 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 more game stuff. There you go. See? So let me pull this in. Boom. Okay. The game continue in this fashion. Like I didn't write a lot of middle stuff. This Persona 44 for 44. All right. Maybe Persona 4 went back in time to release it. Maybe. Game continues in this fashion. More disappearances happening, and the girl having more lucid dreams at night, revealing more about herself in the past through metaphor. Just like you're learning more about the character as the story goes on. Okay. Okay, so next one is boom. Towards the middle of the game, the girl's childhood friend also goes missing, which throws her into a panic and leads her to more investigation. She finds some hints that this childhood friend may be the reason behind the disappearances, and she can't believe it. She's a werewolf. Maybe. uh, okay, next one. Boom. Having another dream sequence, she's confronted by some truths about this friend. She remembers that when she was a child, this friend defended her from abusive parents, or it doesn't have to be abusive parents. It's kind of loose in the air. Just be like something that happened in her past that, kind of traumatizing. But this would be like one scenario. Abusive parents, she defended her from abusive parents through lethal means and admitted this memory for a very long time. Wait, let me check the next one. hearing. Okay, fine. Okay, and then let's do like this one to here. We'll delete all that. Redacted. Okay, then here we go. Boom. So she wakes up and tries to remember when she actually met this friend first, but is unable to do so and begins hearing strange noises. She is led to an abandoned house at the edge of town and finds remnants of her missing childhood friends' belongings, as well as a picture of them together. Then, redacted. Redacted. Also, multiple endings. Okay. There we go. But yes, this is kind of like the end of the game ish. So, whatever you do, don't make a TV a part of your story. I mean, how else are they going to hear about the disappearances? I guess they could hear from people in town. But I think TV is kind of like the key thing to them finding out about the first thing. So it'd be kind of like a mystery-ish kind of game. So you're trying to figure out what's going on in town. Like people are disappearing. Maybe there's some hints around that you can find, that kind of thing. Dreams at night where, you know, going through some personal traumas. Persona 4 synopsis. All right, let's see. Persona 4 synopsis. Let's see. It's always high school students. All right. Okay, let's hold on, wait. Okay. So it follows a group of high school students dealing with mysterious TV channel dedicated to distorting and exaggerating the truth of who they are and their identities. A string of bizarre murders related to the TV channel begins, shaking their once peaceful town. They explore the mysterious world inside the TV and perform rescue missions in order to save its victims from death. Only by looking past what is on the screen, finding and evaluating the truth among the myriad of lies, can they hope to find the serial killer and save the town. All right, listen. Just because there's a TV, all right, there's no saving these people unless unless we decide to do some kind of alternative storyline. That sounds like a lot for one game, and no. Finding out through gossip. I feel like finding out through gossip makes sense too, though. Like Dex just said, it is a small town because there are not too many people in the town, so it'd be pretty obvious when somebody does go like get murdered. The whole town knows about it. It also makes everybody super sus, like who the hell did it? Realistically, it'd be through Twitter. Well, these people don't have smartphones, all right? But that is kind of funny. It's kind of like it does feel like a similar kind of vibe, but you can save the people inside the TV, I guess. Actually hilarious. God damn you, Persona. Don't you be like this. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Not like this, though. All right, my bad, guys. Let's wrap it up. We rewrote Persona 5. All right, here we go. Just kidding. This is still pretty different. It's still pretty different. Specifically, spoilers that I'm not going to share. I think I still think that the main character, like this person that we're controlling right now, I still feel like this should be the friend. I feel like she matches the friend. Like the friend's kind of energy is like she's not social because she's not able to be social. She's just not social because she doesn't like people. Is kind of the vibe I want for her. And I feel like this girl would kind of capture that because it just feels right. You drop the main girl right now. Yeah, you remember like what I mentioned for the main girl, I guess. Like just kind of someone that's a little pretty introverted, shy, not really good at talking to people. The stream is laggy today. Well, goddamn, it's unfortunate. I don't know what to do for that. It says I have zero drop frames and I'm streaming at 3000 kbps, which is not much. You remember the description? Yeah. Like someone that's pretty different from this character. What color should we make her hair? Because we'd want to make her stand out a little extra from the rest of the cast, I guess, to be a little unique since she's going to be the main character. Are they going to be in school or working, or is it one of those worlds where a system doesn't exist and they're just jobless adventurers? I think it would be like a summer break from college, is kind of what I was going for. Everyone knows black hair is not MC. Well, she got black and purple streaks, all right? I think you made this girl as a waitress. Uh-huh. I mean, she's no, she'll probably be jobless. Dex probably understands why. You're nearly done with diner interior. You get it. Yeah. Red hair or pink hair? Hilariously enough, I was thinking of pink hair for the main character. um, but you could probably, I think the hair color we can just change on the fly. I don't think it's that important. We could just see what kind of fits best. I think Dex can just kind of wing it. Dex knowing the more MCR than MC. Yes, more Minecraft remix than Minecraft. I get it. I get the reference. All right. But if it's RGB, they'll make everybody happy. RGB. It could be RGB, you know? She could have red, green, and blue all in her hair, just all different kinds of streaks, you know? Will she look like a clown though? It might make her look like a bit of a clown. Nobody can complain. The clowns can complain. They're taking our jobs. Hold on. Let me I want to do this. Okay, let's try this. Okay. And I do this. Yes. All right. This kind of can you just like what's my glaze config? Hold on. I need to see something. CC or no, it's CD dot Glazer. There you go. Um okay. Toggle floating. Change the focus window to be floating. Change the focus window to be tiling. I've changed the focus window to be tiling. Like, hold on. Can you not? There we go. Now let's try it. See, this is my issue. This is my issue with these kind of this window manager. Like, it kind of works until it doesn't. Like, I have the default set to tiling on this one, and it's just like, nah, bro. Unless I'm just doing it wrong. I mean, unless I'm just doing it wrong. I could just be doing it wrong. And then we just have an issue, yeah? It's not anime. White hair is for the close friend who's got a very certain specialty and is needed. Purple hair for the character everyone deems adorable, don't want to get hurt, and hurt the people, the purple character for shock effect. Mom character has to be number one dateable NPC. I mean, Stardew does that too, right? Let's be real. Pierre's wife is hot. Pierre's wife is hot, all right? She should be dateable. You should be able to make her break up with Pierre and take her on a ride. So the characters, let's take a look at the cast. Hold on. Dex wrote all the names somewhere, so we do have names for them, but just like give a world style direction. I was thinking actually something towards Omori, if anything. Like Omori was kind of like a big inspiration for the kind of game. We can send a bigger picture file so you can see better. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Pseudo, you know Mori, right? I'm assuming you know Mori, and I'm pretty sure Lou does as well. But I think like it'd be pretty cool. Omori. So a lot of edgy kids, right? But I mean, like we'll have more fleshed out sprites, I guess. Lou doesn't know Omori, really? Such a good game. It's really good. I was thinking of playing this on stream just so that we can kind of go through the story and the feeling, like the art, just kind of get the feel for the kind of vibe we want to move towards. Like the way they do the art here, I really like it. It's so nice. Like it's a bit childlike in look, but it feels good. Like it seems so dreamy. Childhood kind of dreamy kind of feel. I like that feel. And doing that kind of thing for a dream would be pretty cool, I think. All right, Dex has shared picture. Let me go get that real quick. Isn't it more a psychological horror or something? It is. It's something along those lines, yeah. It is indeed. And I dig those kind of games. How the hell do I download this? Okay, download, save image. All right. Desktop. Okay. No, that pseudo, you're right. That is what it is. Yep. So these are the characters. Actually, a bit of a Stardew kind of feel. Just like by the way the characters are made, like we got a wizard, right? Feels like the wizard. But you could definitely make, I feel like, a Stardew kind of game with these characters. 100%. 100%. We'll try to make them, we'll try to use them for this game though. Which I feel like it could kind of work. That's Haley and Robin at the bottom left. Yeah, I mean they all look different though. I don't see Haley and Robin really. But I mean Robin did have the same color hair. That's all I'm getting. That's the same for them. Penny next to him. This guy looks like a fisherman. But they're all pretty unique, I think. We got the neighborhood nerd. Look, there's a pseudo over here. Look at that. Pseudo right there. A pseudo. Actually pseudo. Literally the homeless dude. Third dude from the left first row. Um, I don't remember 100% what he looked like, but this guy looks like a fisherman to me. So maybe he does look like the homeless guy, but that's just like every old man with a friggin' beard in a game. All right, they all look the same. Let's be real. Let's be real. Linus. I don't know, he looks like a fisherman to me. He's Dex, is he the fisherman? He looks like a fisherman. He runs the bait shop. There you go. He's the master baiter. And there you have it. And it does help me if these people kind of have their own place in the town, then it makes my job easier. Such a blindness Stardew. Let's see. I told you, it's gonna be like every old man in a game then. Blindness Stardew. Let's look at the sprite. Hold on. Let's pull it over. Can you not open image and new tab? All right. I mean, it's similar. Beard is a little different. But again, like old man in a game, they all have beards. All right. They all have beards and white hair. There's only so much you can make them different, I think. 1 to 1, it's pretty close. It is pretty close because they're old man. All right. They're old man. I feel like the proportions are different too, though. Like this guy has he has a really short torso. This guy has a longer one. Is what it feels like. Linus actually looks kind of like a chibi character. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of cute. You're definitely inspired by Stardew making the town. Yeah, you can see it. There we go. Proportionally, like Linus is just like they're a lot shorter in the Stardew sprites. I feel like they're a bit longer in this. Yeah, Linus is round. Oh wait, what are some other games that have old bearded men? Old bearded man 2D sprite. Let me see what else comes up. Top down. Top down. Probably not going to get these. We're probably not going to get these. Freaking AI mode. So you don't even know it's AI anymore. I mean, like, this look is pretty common for old men in video games, I think. I'd play Stardew with these sprites. You probably would. I probably would too. I can't even find top down though. Rip. Oh, well, this one got no hair. Damn, look at that animation though. Holy shit. That's a smooth ass animation. What the hell? That was actually kind of nuts. That was kind of nuts. All right. Okay, getting kind of hot in here. AC on. When do I not need an AC anymore? It's getting tiring. Had the shit blowing in my face. So what was I working on? Oh, right. We were looking at this. I think we should do a playthrough through the story of this game and just kind of take notes on how they do the storytelling and the art. There might be some cool stuff that we can pick up from it. Like the art for the characters is really simplistic, which I mean, we're working with what we got. I think what we got is good too. Yeah, and so this is like the battle phase. Like if you've ever played Earthbound, it's kind of like this. Like the characters are all in their corners and stuff. And the status effects in this game are like emotions. So like happy, neutral, angry, sad. They all have different effects in battle. Right? And they all kind of have unique ways that they fight. And you notice like also the way they make the main character stand out. You already know who the main character is just by looking at this. Just because like they all have like some kind of bluish purple outline and he's just all black. Gonna go pastel palette as well. Does pastel give it like a kind of dreamy feel? Because I think a pastel kind of feel is pretty good too. Make battle mechanic great if there's any. I mean, it would probably be kind of like Earthbound-ish. Like it's just kind of turn-based RPG. It turns me off personally, the Earthbound kind of combat. It does to me too, but then when I played it, I still found it kind of fun. Oh, pastel? Is that what it's called? Like a pastel palette, like what they're using for the dreams in this? Like, look at that. Look at what they did there. They have like realistic looking clouds now just moving around the background. Shit just feels like it got real for a second. Everything's getting distorted and dark. That's a cool as hell style, like the little drawing, like these animations that they're doing, like flip pages. Yeah, it's really good. I think we should play this on stream just to kind of go through it. We could, yeah, we could probably, that's what I was thinking, Dex. We could probably use filters to convey like different moods. Right, exactly. And I could just do that through shaders probably in the game. Like you probably even wouldn't even need to touch the art for anything. Holy shit, a wild gamer appeared. Oh no! Oh, Oni. You call him a demon? The gamer is a demon? I don't think so. I don't think so. Wait, Lou, you serious? You've never played this game? Hell of a game. It's a hell of a game. I kind of want to go through it on stream, but I don't. Oh, Nissan. You call him a Nissan GTR? They're Rule 34. That's it. That's it. Welcome in, gamer. Haven't seen you in a bit. How's it going? You busy with work? Feeling sick? I don't know. You're still alive, so that's all that matters, though. I want to get Omori on sale. Well, Steam DB. Let's see. Let's see when it's probably gonna go on sale. Omori. Did you see that Silk Song was released at 20 bucks? Actually ridiculous. Um, Work been busy. God damn. God damn. It's a good day. It was on sale for the summer sale, I see. It doesn't go on sale that often. Oh shit. 3 months, 3 months. It might go on sale this month for the fall sale. It dumb? Yeah, dumb. It dumb indeed. Okay. I'll wait a little bit for this to go on sale. Then I'm gonna get it, and then we'll play it on stream just to feel the inspiration for the kind of theming we're going for. Because I feel like it is kind of influencing my direction here. It'd be good to give it a run. I could say kind of like what I like about the game and probably want to do stuff kind of like that and what I don't like about it and maybe what we can change and do our own way. I do like the way they do the cutscenes also. Like you saw that. You saw what they were doing with the cutscenes. Yeah, like they just have these little cutscenes. And it's like it's not even like good animation. It's just like a few anim pictures back to back that kind of give you an animation kind of feel. That's kind of cool. Yeah, it's just like small things like that. I don't think they have that many animations in this game like that. The wake up, the wake up. It's just details like that that kind of make it shine out a little more. It stands out because it doesn't feel like your general game. You can feel the dedication that went into it. And I just love how the art just looks like rough drawings, but it's good. It just passes anyway. It's like whatever. All right, let's go back over here. It's Dum Dum. Dummy Dum Dum. Let's go back here. Okay. So we did have the ways to go to different places now. There we go. We interacted with this. So since we interacted with this one, we can close this out. Let's go to interact. Interacted with dot emit. So how do we want to change this state? I feel like this would be more of a state machine. This shouldn't matter what state you're in. If you're interacting, then it should just stop you from whatever the hell you're doing. So I think a player state would need some kind of code for the interact here. So we could probably go to the interact. I think try interact. Should only happen. Hold on, wait. Where do we call this? Player. Where am I calling this? Where am I calling this boy? Player try interact. Ooh, perfect. Perfect, actually. We can go ahead. Yeah, we can go ahead and move this. Let's go to the player. Try interact. Boom. Player animation. The last facing direction. So we can probably slide this out too. Yeah. Let's pull this out. And we go to idle. Go to idle. I'll pull this out, throw this in here. Player animation. Player interact. I don't like that this I don't like that this is going to be duplicate code, but I'll bear with this for now. Boom. Okay, so now we have player. So we're doing player.try interact now. Go back to the player. Boom. Interacted with connect. So let's do this. We'll pull this out. I'm gonna get rid of that ready function. We'll just go like this. We'll go to player state or ready, I guess. And then we'll go ahead and paste this bad boy in there. Player.interacted with connect. Sure. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. Whoops. Interacted with. Wait, what? With null. Connect. Func with. Interact. What was the error? Oh wait, what was the error? Let me actually read the error. That'd probably be good, yeah. It's not ready yet. Okay. So interact is not ready yet. And that's kind of what's destroying me here. Um, that player that interact. Let's copy and paste this. Hold on. We can delete this. That ready. That connect. Funk. Okay, this will be um what is this gonna be? Interact dot ready dot connect. Okay. And then this will just be this line inside, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Do we have it? Do we have the yeah, yeah? No, we don't. Is the problem that this is null? Player's ready. Interact is so this is trying to connect before it's ready. Hmm. That's the problem here. This is already starting to feel super hacky. This doesn't feel very this doesn't feel right to do like this. Or let me do a pass in here. Okay. Enter. I'm gonna do this. Let's redo this. Let's go to idle state. Let's just see if we can make it work. Enter. Let's go to walking. We'll do the same thing. Yeah. Let's just try to make it work here. Player. Okay. Player.interact. Oh shit. Why is nothing? Hmm. If not player.interact. So the problem is that this is not ready yet. This interact node is not ready yet. And I'm trying to hook it up with something before it's ready. So I'm getting a null exception. So the option would be to wait until it does it or call it late enough that it shouldn't matter. When the hell would that be though? Or it'd be like I can make player interact like a global like this global signal player interacted and then this would just be like what are we gonna take here? This would just be maybe area 2D with area 2D. Then we go to player or interact. Interacted with. No. Then I can plug a signal in to connect. Global state handler is probably best here. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of feeling. And just throw on the bus. Because I was thinking of breaking this into a component, but I'm running into my first issue with the state machine is that it's already in idle state. It's going to be in running state. God forbid, it's going to be in a different state as well. Like there's going to be a lot of states that you're going to be able to interact in, I would imagine. Though it's going to be simple. I don't know how many states there are going to be. But it just feels like it's already going to be a lot of repetition if I do it this way. So maybe the signal bus would be the way to do it. That might be the way to do it. And interact ED. I think I had interactable. Did I? Did I not? Shit. What the hell did I use on the NPC? Oh, they don't have a thing. Okay, I had it pretty simple for now. So signal. This is fine. The signal, I could make this an export, I guess. That you export signal, and then I'll just call it like. Wait, can you do export on a signal? I don't know if you could do export on a signal actually. Or you probably can. That feels like overkill. So I'm just gonna be this is gonna be tightly tied with the signal bus. Okay. Global, or is it signal bus? Yeah, signal bus that player or interacted. Acted. What the hell did I call it? Player interacted. I'm gonna call it interacted with. I like that better. Interacted with. With is an area 2D. Okay, yeah, let's do that. Interacted with, and then emit area. That's probably fine. We'll go to interact GD. I mean, I'm already here. We're going to idle. Let's get rid of this. Or or this would be something that I could just like. Let's go back to the player state. Go inside here. Okay, good. We already passed on that. Here, interact. All right, so this is also something. Player.interact.try interact. Player.interact that interacted connect with. Boom. So we could just. Oh, this wouldn't be player anymore. This would be. I think. Signal bus. Oops, find B, replace that uppercase, boom, boom, boom. Interacted with, connect. So we can go ahead and pull this out. Maybe? Go to the player state, enter, ready, boom, there. And now these should all be able to print out when you're interacting, but this probably doesn't feel like the right way to do it either. Oh, where is this? This is in walk. Walk. Like this still doesn't feel right because I don't want all states to have this interact property. Like maybe there's some states you're going to be in that you don't want to interact from. She just ran fast for a second. I don't know why. That was a little concerning. Look at that. Interesting. Okay. So, wait a second. Am I connecting it every single time? So now if I do it, will it? Yeah, it's a bunch of times. I'm connecting it every single time. Wait, hold on. That's not right either. I only need to connect this once. Signal. They don't have any signals here, I don't think. Player state, 4 up, go def. On ready. So for each state, it's going to be connecting this. Okay. So I have an issue here. Every time I'm making a state, I guess, I'm just setting up a new signal. I'm not sure why. Can I just like... Why can't this just be like this? All right, there we go. Okay, signal bus. Okay, the player. So right now we'd be looking at the state machine. Has a few states in it. Yeah. There's like a minimum here that I can't work with. States. There's only 2, right? Okay. Inside the state machine, we have idle. Where'd I look at the there's got to be somewhere I could look at the signals, yeah? Where my signals at? Where my signal boys at? Slide this over. There we go. Grounded. Where am I doing this? I don't understand. You can also, I know that there's a way to like, you can monitor signals as well. I just don't know where you do it. All right. That's fine. Let me just read the code real quick. So I'm ready. Connect. I only want to connect this the first time we do it. We don't want to do it for every state, first of all. I'm gonna try this first. Hold on. Let's move this in, change it out with a pass. We'll go to idle. Let's go ahead and do funk ready. Definitely spelled. What's that F doing there? What are you doing there, F, huh? Okay. We'll just do this for the idle state. So it should. Wait, it's not interacting anymore? Wait, why is it not? That's weird. Hold on. Hold on. We're gonna need Harry to come out of the shop too, real quick. Harry, we gotta talk. Literally. I need you to talk to me. Town. Let's put Harry there. Okay, so that's not interacting anymore, which is weird because if I go to player state, do this, then do ready. Wait a second. Wait, what's going on? Now it's not working? Okay, walk. Wait, where the hell did I put it before? All right, player state, player walk state. I swear to God, I put this somewhere else and I just don't know where. Okay, I don't even know, man. Dot emit area. Okay. I mean, sure. It's not anywhere, so that makes sense then. Okay. Again, let's try this. Oh, is it because Harry is just does Harry not have a Oh no, they're on the layer. Interactable. Interact. It's just not printing anymore. Okay. What the hell? All right, signal bus that interact with that connect func with print with. All right. And now it just doesn't work all of a sudden, which is interesting. Area 2D. Let me go ahead and throw that in there. Print with, and then let's go to interact. Area entered dot connect. Signal bus that interacted with dot miss. Yeah, area. Which that is how it should be. That looks right. Um, that looks all correct. That looks all correct. It just is not doing anything now. Let's check the interact. Okay, so you are on layer 6, your interact, and you're masking on 7. Harry's on 7, interacting with 6. So this goes both ways. We connected the signal to the signal bus, right? Interact. Signal bus that interacted with that emit area. Okay, let's do like a bit of a, we'll start here. Print area entered. Let's start here. Let's start somewhere. Okay, area is entered indeed. Signal bus that interacted with that emit area. Player state. Signal bus that interacted with that connect. With area. Interacted. Print. Interacted with plus area. No, I'm not going to do plus. I'm just going to do that. Area entered. Let's not pick up the signal. Which is kind of interesting. All right, let's pull this out of here. Let's just write a pass. Let's go to player. Let's player ready. Player, let's just do, I'm going to print that. Ready. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so that works. Weird. That is kind of weird. It might have a, now that I think about it though, it might be bad for a global state to connect to each state because they'll all be called at the same time. That's another issue. So I would just need to kind of call a function, I feel like. The only thing the state should be responsible for is saying whether or not the character's current state can do an interaction in the first place. Besides that, it shouldn't handle anything else with the interaction. It should just be piped to that state if necessary. I think that makes sense. Dex, those are updated animations. Pretty sweet. Return state machine. I could probably just drag and drop it actually now that I think about it. Because the way I'm doing the state machine. Hopefully this walk cycle works better. We could try it out, I think. All right, let's save this to desktop. Okay. Where is the art? And this for NPC. Get out of here, player. Oh, it's still NPC. Can you not? I was like, why the hell does it still like I'm gonna drag and drop this one in. Dimensions are all the same still though. And oh no, it's different. Why is it? Let me see what's different. Oh, okay. It has to be modeled after the other ones. Okay. Hold on. Let me just resize that real quick. Oh man, I'm getting hungry. I'm getting hungry, guys. I'm not gonna make it. We're getting real hungry. We're getting real hungry. Okay. Canvas size. Canvas size. C. Oh, I could just press C. Okay. I think 64 by 130. Put on the right side. Okay. Wait a second. It's too close to the edge. Why is it so close to the edge? Wait, I'm trying to understand. Oh no. Okay. Slide this over. That should be it, maybe. Does that look right? Well, I need to undo it. Did I select properly? I think yeah, on the left side, that's all that matters. Left side is selected properly. Okay, boom, slide that in. We do a crop, 64, left. All right. And we'll export this bad boy. I'll just rename that. Do Gina 2. Okay, there we go. Desktop, Gina 2. Boom. Let me drop this one out real quick. Gina 2. Okay. Wait, did I cut 2 pixels by accident? God damn it. I think I accidentally cut 2 pixels. Oh yeah, this is slightly off. Whoops. It's slightly off. Hold on. You just realized? What did you just realize? It's off by 2 pixels. Okay. There we go. There we go. Now I think we're talking. The whole asset needs to be redone. I redrew it in the image of the townsfolk, and this is the old one. Oh shit. Shit. You made it more top down, I see. That's fine. We'll go with this for now. 1, 2, 8. There we go. Go top. Okay. There we go. Now I think we're working here. Okay, Gina. Yo, the new girl done too? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Dex. All right. 128, 128. Okay, there we go. Sprite 2D. We'll go ahead, drag and drop this, and this should just work now. If have a different sprite sheet that's just following all the rules. That definitely feels more animated. I like that. The animation's a little slow that I made it. I can make it a little faster. Animation player. Let's go to animation tree. Timescale. Maybe 1.4. There we go. That feels more right. I can make it do that too. The way I hooked up the animations is not perfect. Oh, I see a foot in there. Yeah, I see a foot on the right side. I think I clipped it wrong. Hold on. Oh, yeah, I see it. This looks like it needs to go one to the left or right. There we go. Wait. Okay, some of them need to go to one side, one of them needs to go to the other. I don't even know, man. Hold on, I messed up a little bit. Um, Oh yeah, it could be sticking out too far. It looks like this frame right here, the foot does go out a little too far because it looks like it doesn't exactly end here, does it? I don't know. Whoops. It could though. I don't know. That it feels like that doesn't feel right either though. Maybe that is actually the end of the foot. I can't tell. But this foot is definitely going too far. This frame goes a little bit too far. All right, hold on. We can fix that. We can fix you. We fix you right there. And I think, is it supposed to go up like that? I thought it's supposed to like remain still. Because like the animation itself should just, the movement should kind of dictate the animation. So it should kind of look like she's walking in place here. It's supposed to go up, is it? Okay. Let me see. You're right. Yeah, I feel like it should be like in the same spot. It feels right to keep it in the same spot. Oh, let me try this real quick. Hold on, let's try this. Oh no, that height change I understand because like when you're walking, your legs bend, so you would appear shorter if you're looking from the same view. That one I understand. It might be a little too short, which is really an easy fix. It would just be pulling up and just adding a little more pants. I think that would be the fix if we're gonna just adjust that. Let me check though. I think that well, let's see how this one looks. Hold on. That'd be like a super simple one though. Okay. Yeah, I mean like that's looking good. You sent the better one? Oh yeah, let's check it out. Hold on. Save image. Gina 3. Pull it in. Boom, Gina 3. I gotta edit this one too. Give me a second. I think the ideal would be that it just fits in this kind of 32 by 64 slot. And that would make everything a lot smoother for whatever we're trying to do. Let me pull this in. All right. 1, 2, and then, whoops, pull this over to the left. Okay. You do it when you make the changes? All right, cool. Yeah, I think each character should just kind of be split into their own sprite sheet, I guess. That makes sense. That way they're all just, I don't know if that makes it easier for you to work with art for art. Maybe not. I don't know. By exporting them, they should probably be in their own sprite sheet. Perfect. So this one's kind of good. This in the front is good. Back, down, left. All right. Let me check to see that the frame, nothing's cut off. Nothing's going to the next frame. You do have it? All right, cool. Yeah. It's good to find that mix between what works best for you and what makes it easier for me to import. That way we could just kind of live play this stuff and just watch it go in real time. Wait, where am I going? I forgot what I was doing. Okay. What was it, 128 that I was going for? I don't remember anymore. No, 128 is the top. This is going to be 64. 64. Okay. 128. Boom. And then this should cut it out nicely. All right, and these are 18 blocks. I meant to say 18 by 36. Not 32 by 64. Same ratio though. You get it. Okay, let me slide these down real quick. 1, 2. Oh, there's just one frame. Yeah, 16 by 32. I meant I'm no, not 18 by 34. I meant 16 by 32. I'm just being dumb. Don't worry about it. You got it. You got it. You got it. I'm curious if this can like be dragged up like one, and then we just kind of fill this in a little bit. Like she's slightly shorter here, but it won't be dramatically shorter. You get what I'm saying? And then it would be like the same thing over here. I accidentally made her thick. Whoops. I want to see how this feels. Yours is only 1 pixel shorter? Oh, because I carried her down. I put her down to the bottom of the frame. Yeah. That's why. That's why we got the difference. Yeah, the top one only does down by 1 frame, which I think is just right. I'm gonna see how this looks first. I don't know how to make it look good, so she just has a fat butt now, but we'll hold on. Let's let's see how this one looks. Tier 3. Hold on. Let me pull it down. You're gonna fix our whole sprite anyway. Yeah, then I would say don't even worry too much about the sprite at the moment then. You go ahead and go with the new version and we could probably take it from there. Let me see how Gina 3 looks. Hold on. Gina 3 is a new one now. Sprite 2D. All right, let's see how she looks in game. Yeah, the kick is not as dramatic now. If you noticed that it was the old version, you would have sent it. It's fine. It's fine. It's good that we have something to work with though. I think the walking and the like going downwards looks natural. That looks pretty natural. When it's walking up, it looks like she's kicking to the side a little bit, like she's dancing. Like this one looks super natural. The up looks like kicking. She looks like she's tap dancing. I think the up is the only one that looks kind of awkward. But that might be because I just altered it too. That could be it. Hold on, let me undo it. Let me undo it. It looks ridiculous. Hold on. Stop. Stop. All right. Let me you give me some art, I'll destroy it. Don't you worry. Is that right? Yeah, this one looks like it's down now, so that I think is the right one. Let's just make sure. This object is read only. Why is it read only? Oh, that's why. Can you not be read only? Why the hell is it read only? Oh, okay. Now we're good. Okay, this one's definitely going down more now. Hold on. Wait. The far one is 1 pixel too far on the right over. Oh, this one? Okay, let me pull it over. Yeah, something feels like slightly off place, and that might be it. I'm still feeling the tap dancing, but now she has more of a bend in her knee. Hold on. Wait. Oh yeah, it's not going to the side anymore, right? Hold on. You fix it so it doesn't look weird. Solution probably isn't even that hard, maybe? I don't know. I mean, like, what's the spacing? You have like two between. You do it on the front too, like that. It could just be due to the fact that you see a lot of shoe. Oops, I don't know. Well, is it that single pixel that's making it feel that way? I don't know. I'm trying to understand. So these are like 3 pixels, 3 pixels. I get carried. If I have art, I do get a little carried away animation too, though. Like, I don't mind doing some animation. I find it more enjoyable than doing the actual art itself. So I don't mind trying to help out for this. I don't know if I can actually help out because I don't really do art, so I don't really know if I do animation that well either. But let's see. I do feel like the leg just looks like it's kicking out a little too far to the side, though. But it's like, how do you solve that? Yeah. Maybe we solve that by just getting rid of some of this here. Maybe we could just pull this in a little bit. I don't know. And then, no, that just made her leg shorter. Hmm. It's like a perspective thing, so it's kind of hard, I think. Hmm. Why does it look so natural when she's walking forward? Like, what's being done here? The legs are keeping the same shape. I mean, yeah. The legs are just keeping the same shape, so it looks... Maybe that's it. Just keep the same shape on the legs and just changes the feet a little bit. The foot would have to go up though. Okay. I mean, the only difference really is that this is like this is just one over, and then you can't see those black pixels underneath. But maybe that's how it's meant to be. Oops. Can you not delete everything? Shit. Just due to the fact that you can't see the front of the foot. But in this one, you should be able to see the front of the foot from the back. Which is kind of what throws us in for a loop, yeah? Okay, wait. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So that's still like keeping the same thing. 1, 2, 3. So we'll keep the 1, 2 rule going. But yeah, perspective is going to change from the back here, I think. Because, you know, people have butts. Let's ignore that she has a butt. Butt be gone. Butt be gone. And then just apply that rule here. I think it's that 1 pixel right there might be like throwing the whole animation for a loop. I could be wrong, but it might be. And then we just extend her up one. I'm just playing around with it a little bit. I'm probably completely wrong, but we'll just see. I don't even know. I don't even know, man. Let's go ahead and erase that one. You got a new one? Oh shit. It is kind of fun playing around with art though a little bit. Just to try and make something work a little better. Boom, boom, boom. You put on a different canvas? All right, cool. That's cool. Okay, wait. How far is this going up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. I just want to see how this one looks real quick. Let's give it a look-see. You also extended the legs 1 pixel? Okay. And kept the leg shape more straight. Yeah. Okay, so we might have just done the similar thing. Let's see how they come out. That's feeling a little smoother now. This was 2. Yeah. 3. Let's just give it a quick run. It's still, that feels awkward still. It looks a little better, but it still feels awkward. Like the front is perfect, actually. The front actually looks like, it looks real good. It does look better. It's a step in the right direction, I think. All right, let's see the one that you sent. Let's see the one you sent. Maybe yours just looks better. We'll name this one Gina for PNG. All right. $64, $128, perfect. Hold on. Okay, it still looks like kicking to the side a little bit. What's different? Like I don't understand. Hold on. Can this one? It's still 1 pixel too far. Hold on. Oh, let me just like how do I split this into a sprite sheet? Export sprite sheet. Okay. Layers, frames. Selected frames. Okay, let's do the top one. I'm gonna turn this into a spreadsheet just so we can kind of play around with it and try and understand how to make this look good. Wait, you said you were redoing the thing anyway, though, right? So it probably doesn't matter. I think you said source sprite. Let me oops. That's not what I wanted to do. Switch sprite sheet, layout by rows. Or I want to undo a sprite sheet. Oh shit. Look at the character sheet, see what changes they made. Yeah, she is definitely taller. It's only 1 pixel now. And you change the pants in the middle too, is what it looks like. Oops. These are like almost identical. Hold on. All right, so this one is the one I did, and this one you did. Let's go ahead and copy it. They look pretty much the same except for the shading. They look the same except for the shading, actually. Wait, what? That's kind of wild, actually. New frame. Hold on. Oh, one is 1 pixel to the side. Oh, I see. This is the one you have. It's the one you have has that 1 extra pixel here. It expanded a little too far, I think. She became thicker. Oh yeah, she became 1 pixel thicker. That's why it feels like it's kicking more, I think. That's crazy. Just one more pixel does that kind of effect. Isn't that wild? Hold on. I mean, it still kind of feels like kicking too for mine, though. One gap instead of two, it helps a lot too. All right, yeah, let's just go with that for now then. I'll just think, we'll just use the one that we'll use 3. I think 3 looks fine. Or 4 actually looks good too, though. Hold on. Okay, I don't know where it went. Shit. You gotta shift yours over one still, yeah. I'll just leave it on 3 for now. Just don't worry about it and you could work on just recreating it. And when it's recreated, we'll just use that one. But I think just having this as a general base for the sprite sheets is good. I don't know if we'll need more frames, but I think that like the down looks good. So I'm gonna assume that 4 frames per motion is fine. Like this looks perfect. This is fine too. So I'm assuming that the up will work. It's just a little hard. Perspective kind of thing. I also need to change the start animation because like I've absolutely botched that. Player animation. All right. I gotta head out. Somebody's awake and I saw the time just now. All right. I'll see you guys later. I gotta go do a raid. Get out of here. Any? Okay, okay. All right. Okay. You start in the morning loud, girly. Everyone's playing Silk Song. That's cool. Do a raid on Hypno. All right. I'll see you guys later. Thank you for joining in. Be back tomorrow. Peace.